I'm going to be talking about right-wing death squads, I mean to say, and how they are going to kill you and everybody you know. And we have to talk about the NRA, because the NRA are a bunch of lovely people, you know. And I'm a big Second Amendment rights guy. I believe in the freedom to bear arms. But they're kind of out in the realm there, especially with some of the content they show. And so I was on YouTube one day, I was watching an Amazing Atheist video, or now he's known as TJ Kurtz, and I saw an NRA ad, and I was excited because ads are good now. Ads used to be bad. Adpocalypse ads are positive now because, you know, that's how people are getting paid. I'm sorry, my hair's a mess. But it was an advertisement for the National Rifle Association. And the thing about the National Rifle Association is that they're very right-wing. And they were playing this video, and there's a lot to say about the video. But just watch.
They use their media to assassinate real news. They use their schools to teach children that their president is another Hitler. They use their movie stars and singers and comedy shows and award shows to repeat their narrative over and over again. And then they use their ex-president to endorse the resistance, all to make them march, make them protest, make them scream racism and sexism and xenophobia and homophobia, to smash windows, burn cars, shut down interstates and airports, bully and terrorize the law-abiding, until the only option left is for the police to do their jobs and stop the madness. And when that happens, they'll use it as an excuse for their outrage. The only way we stop this, the only way we save our country and our freedom, is to fight this violence of lies with the clenched fist of truth. I'm the National Rifle Association of America, and I'm freedom's safest place.
That was very scary for something released in 2018, current year. But I'm just saying, it's 2018, that's sounding kind of 1939. It's like they kind of want me to dye my shirt brown and join the good old boys. And a lot of people will say, yo, that's kind of heavy-handed, but it's not necessarily fascistic. Well, let's think of what she was saying there. One of the big things she was saying is the anti-protesting, fascism, protesting the state, because in fascism the state against, is absolute. Fascism is essentially radical statism. But then also, you have to realize fascism is somewhat revolutionary, since it's against the old liberal, bourgeois democratic system that we're currently living in. So the cops are the enemy, but they're also your friend because they represent that authority. But since that authority is for your enemies, the bourgeois, the non-reactionary bourgeois, I guess I could say, meaning they're the enemies now, which is another thing that fascism is famous for, is the conflicting dialogues, oh, look at the Black Lives Matter, look at these protests about police brutality. They're the enemy, and these cops aren't doing anything wrong. But if the police do anything that upsets them, let's take the Unite the Right rally, which was an absolute disaster for the alt-right, let's be honest. That may be the biggest rally that the radical right has ever had in American history. And people dying and their names tarnished. People who may now have been sympathetic to the alt-right, maybe people who were swinging that way, now aren't touching the alt-right, and a lot of people associated with that are gone. They're out of the realm of normality anymore, and they have the freedom to say what they're saying. But you have to be honest, the far right are taking more and more. They're expanding, but they're at a place right now where we can beat them. And you can see the far right, the alt-right, they're preparing for something. I'm sorry. That's like a recruitment for a far-right death squad. That's what that is. That's a recruitment video for a far-right death squad. That's ridiculous. That's the National Rifle Association. I was sympathetic to them in the past, and I still believe that something like the NRA has to exist because they provide basically very important safety information about firearms and a bunch of other things. But the NRA is no longer a firearms association. It's no longer the National Rifle Association. It's the new American Nazi Party.